Hello, everybody. Welcome back to King Blaine here again. Obviously, doing a little bit more Everwind. I'm addicted to this game, and we were rebuilding the whole boat. I ran out of wood, so we're gonna probably continue that.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "Time to hunt for islands with populations."
Nah, that was that's what what's his face wanted to do.
USS_Gray_Ghost
Me, I want to
said,
go check out these mines.
"They're usually covered in trees."
Fair enough. Now, I want to find jungle so I can make my boat bigger. But I also want to check out these two. I've got a bigger mine thing here and then a smaller one right there. I want to check out both of these. At least I can see what I'm going for here now. I should shut all that off. I mean, I could get a bunch of bogwood here and use it to power my generators. Then I could empty my generators of this wood. Oh, I'd get rot wood here, not bogwood. Bogwood's the whatchamacallit place. I know, very descriptive. Oh, wait a minute. I want to check something here. My crafting level. Yeah, I think I will do that. Let me have all the... that. I've gotta imagine they last the same amount of time, don't they? Thing. We're just gonna get all the wood here we can to make to empty out our thing of bog or not bog. Yeah, I know things are just gonna work. I'm just gonna leave it at that. The words are hard and I'm stupid. How many levels do I want to go before I stop making the boat wider? How? Do it inside my boat. I think I want to go one more level up. And then I'll go up from there instead of making it wider. Block crafter. I probably got some more of those. Stone block stuff. I probably didn't use them all. I did this here. Alright, so I do need to make some. I want to make some more of these.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. 98,520 points.
Damn, man. You know what I'm gonna start doing? I think I'm gonna make it a really, really high number. But I'm gonna let people use their channel points to get a subscription. And I'll just pay for it out of my pocket. No! I think that's the nice thing to do. I think it'll encourage people to stick around, too. Wait, I gotta go see how I did it before. Make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, fourth one is a block. That's what I thought. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that doesn't stay. Oh, that we broke now. That one's a block. We'll make this the last one that goes up. Nope. Oh, I put that on the wrong block, huh? Sucks. One, 2, 3, 4. That's not wanting to break. One. Flying back in. Perfect. Aw. Fuck that up. Is that really quick? Block. actually need to go out here. I thought it was weird that I didn't hit the wall. I thought I should have. Perfect. Yeah, I've got a good amount of blocks if I just change all the wood that's in my entrance. By what I'm just gonna do.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "Do you think you'll get enough bogwood to put 200 planks in each one?"
Absolutely, yes. I do think that 100%. I'm pretty sure that's how I'm doing it. And it just looks weird because it's the floor. Alright, let's go do the dungeon, then we'll get the logwood next. You guys still the higher level ones? Not high enough level. These ones don't have the 60 HP. What is this place? I thought it looked like a quarry. Make sure I get all that steamer stuff. Crap course, Skitter. Never seen one of those. A little bit of frog stuck in my throat. I hope this ain't just a steamer vault. through the wall. Ouchies. Right there. Trying to do a crouch jump, I guess you can't do that. Warning, blaze permits seed, shut off feed, manual food. Would something explode down there then? Chest. Wish I could at least get the chest without needing a drill. I know the drill's not in the game yet. That sucks. I wonder if there's a steamer mall. Well, I guess I answered my question. Steamer is worse than copper. You think? Nah, I can't use steamer. They probably won't let me.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, LOL.
Oh, you coming down to me, buddy? Appreciate it. Get all these steamer pieces and make some steamer armor. See me and you don't like me, buddy? Feelings mutual. Fuck it, that guy. Me still. Come down if you're gonna come down. Dumb birdie. Let's check that pipe really quick. Oh, no. There's there's nothing in the pipe. Can't confirm. Look, the stairs are over there. That's how it's supposed to be. What is that? 10? Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what this place is supposed to be. Take that. What is this down here at the bottom? This would be just dirt to me. I don't know anything special. Oh, switch. I don't think there's really much reason to do this place, huh? Just teleport up and go get bog wood. Getting all the scrap would be nice. Can make a shit ton of gloves to try and get a good roll. Okay. Alright, selling chest. I should put that maul in the scrap chest too, actually. One. Scrap chest. Now we just get a bunch of trees. If there's no trees left, then we'll move on. Yeah, there should be plenty of trees here to fill up 8 furnaces. Now, if I was trying to fill up the logs, no. Maybe close. Ollie. I admit that this is probably not going to be the most entertaining thing to watch. Well, we don't have to do it for really too long. Got 3 furnaces worth already, and I've already got 1 full. Damn. It's a weird shaped rock.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "Bless you."
Thank you, buddy. I had a flashlight. Flashlight would be nice. They've got normal trees on this island too, I just noticed. Getting some normal wood.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "I'm guessing tomorrow is something like tank mechanic."
I was actually thinking about playing car mechanic tomorrow. Probably 2021. That's something you'd like to see at least.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "While I was close, it's something mechanic."
You were close, yes. Gotta keep chopping wood.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "Maybe you need a chest cold furnace wood." USS_Gray_Ghost said,
We usually just use
called
whatever wood we got. Red bird. Just gotta keep chopping. We might do that. I might just have a chest over by the furnaces instead of at the hull, bottom hull of the ship and the cargo stove for fuel. normal wood too. Yeah, we have all of it. Anything else we get now is extra. Get a little bit for extra. I told you that we would get it real easy. We'll go over there, we'll cut down the other evergreen trees. Those. That gives us normal wood instead of blue wood. We'll move on after that. Storm again. Now is this going to be enough to finish everything? Not even close. Not even a little bit. It'll be a good help. That's good enough. Oh. Furnace this first. Done. So we got a good bit of extra stuff here too. We got a shit ton of sticks we can do something with later. We got some dirt. Land. Tiny bit of stone. Fiber. Got some resin. We got some secret stuff. Bunch of glue on me that I missed. Trying to lose my time. Looks right, don't it? Yeah, it does.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "Why don't you finish this floor first?"
Oh, this floor, that's what I'm doing right now. I just wanted to get a side. I just want to make sure I had all of this done the same and right. Now I'm going to finish this floor. Then I'm going to move on.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. You can make the top floor out of bogwood. That would be interesting. Blue.
Yeah, maybe I can make the poop deck out of bogwood. Maybe. I'll think about it. I shall think upon it.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. After all, the Spanish made their warships out of wood to give furniture makers heart attacks. USS_Gray_Ghost said. Mahogany.
I'm running out of stone. There we go. There will go up. That floor will be under the ship. That floor will probably be under the ship. Next floor will probably be where the deck's at. That all goes. We'll do this side next. Do the back half. No, we don't have enough wood to do all that, but let me pretend to believe.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Find more wood.
We will once I place the last of my blocks. We have a much more solid reason for stopping what I'm doing. said, I'm not going to worry about doing the top layer right now. Switch over to this side. Yeah, us building from the middle out is going to make doing upgrades easier. Because we know when we hit max size, like, oh, well, we don't have to sit here and just keep extending the front of the boat like I was doing before. And since we're building it from the middle, I know these stairs can be permanent. And we'll still have room on the back. All around, it's just going to work out a little bit better. But yeah, back to what we were talking about a minute ago. For tomorrow, I was thinking car mechanic, but we could also do mountain
USS_Gray_Ghost said, can you get any high upgrades?
Height upgrades, we need crystals and skulls. We don't have either right now. We do need height upgrades.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, you have 5 crystals.
I have 5 crystals. It takes 10. Here, it's I'll go up and show you. It takes 10, and it also takes skulls. We don't have any skulls left. We've got 22, because we had to use 35 for the
USS_Gray_Ghost said,
Yep. Yippers. I need... any of those things. Quick. My broken mouse wheel working. Go. And then that will finish with that. Great for us. I also may, instead of using stone, I may try and use one of the different color woods or look kind of like reinforced banding. They put it on a couple of ships throughout history, but it was not something that lasted long. Because it was complex. Done wrong and didn't help the ship or anything, it hindered it.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, reinforce banding or cross bracings.
Yes. It would look like reinforced banding. Normally they would poke out a little bit further. Cross bracings would be like, well, putting a cross in through here, to try and brace
USS
stuff.
underscore gray underscore
here.
ghost said. Asking cause I don't think they're the same.
They're not. No, what I'm talking about is more one of the bands. In real life, the band would stick out a little bit further, kind of like a torpedo belt on a or a torpedo blister on a battleship. It would poke out a little bit, and I might do something that makes these do that later. I've got to see how it looks first.
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. I know across bracings are thanks to the USS Constitution.
Oh yeah. Yeah, throughout history, not many ships used it. I think it was just mostly because it was very little added for the effort used.
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. I believe she was one of the first ships to implement that kind of reinforcement.
I think you're right. Right?
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. Because I do know the British adopted the practice after they capture the USS President.
I'm just trying to think of it. Yeah, in real life it was more like a metal band they would put around the ship.
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. I also remember they were implemented to prevent the ship from hogging.
Yeah, most stripping was used for like temperature areas.
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. If you don't know what that is, I can easily explain it.
No, I'm just trying to think. I think the reinforced banding I'm talking about, I think it was called like doubler plates or something. I think that's what I'm thinking of. I think they were called like doubler plates. But I am not sure. It has been a while.
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. Could it be Scantlings?
Coming up with a blank, like
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. Or however it's spelled.
That's gonna have to be fixed later, but it would basically be ignore the front half and back half of the ship missing. It would be a reinforcement, and it would stick out a little bit further from the rest of the ship. But it would be like here, and then they would put another one like here or here, kind of like dividing the ship up in sections. If that makes sense.
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. Hogging is where the guns that were on the warship caused the bow and concern to sag and the center to rise for anyone watching on YouTube.
Yeah, That's what I'm talking about. It was
USS_Gray_Ghost
problem is the added resistance
said,
when you're trying to
bow
sail.
and stern to sag.
And that one block's gonna piss me the fuck off. I may cut the very bottom off that one layer. But I think it's coming to too fine of a point. Like ships do have a pretty flat point at the very bottom. They don't just come to a fucking wedge.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. It also consequently made the hull stiffer, which also helped reinforce its strength. USS_Gray_Ghost said. Depends on the ship.
Yeah. One I'm thinking of is like I said, I know it wasn't used for very long or very often because it created drag, a lot of it. Because you have something that's sticking out further than the rest of the hull, well, now you've got something picking up and dragging. I know it wasn't used for very long, I know it wasn't used on very many ships. There were a couple of, I want to say there were a couple of planes that tried it too.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Iron scantlings seems similar to cross bracing, in what they do but not how they do it. USS_Gray_Ghost
I could be
said,
misremembering it wrong.
In a broader, historical, or nautical context, scantlings refer to the dimensions of structural members, frames, girders, planks. The transition from wooden to iron ships in the 19th century involved replacing wooden structural members with iron ones, often referred to as iron scantlings, to increase strength and reduce hull warping.
We're not going to do a whole lot in this village. I just want to go check the shop. We're not going to be here very long. I'll take some coins and I'll take some sticks.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Don't you also want to get the wood?
I do, but I don't want to spend the whole time farming today. Like, it doesn't make for a good video. I'll make the other dude help me when he's online.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Yeah, but you're already at 4 hours. I thought you would only be going to 5 hours total, give or take a little.
I'm going to 7 o'clock. 7:30-ish. So I've got another hour.
because of power-hungry Kratens.
Sound alerts. Said. USS_Gray_Ghost played talk to me look at chat because of power-hungry Kratens. USS_Gray_Ghost. Said. Karens.
Yeah. That was also weird. They cut each other off. They couldn't decide who wanted to talk more.
USS_Gray_Ghost. Said. You could just steal their wood from their buildings.
Fuck that, I'm taking their peasantry trophy. I could, because I can one-tap the wood. That's 4 planks each. That's 1 block each. You can get a lot of blocks quickly.
USS_Gray_Ghost. Said. And much faster than chopping trees.
It'd roughly be about the same. Trees drop like 6 logs. They turn into 3 planks each. Never gonna use any of those, but I'll buy them to have them. Captain bottles, captain nails, energy drinks, paper, rope. I don't care. Have that. Have everything. Anything I pick up, I have. I think I'm keeping that. Keeping the mushrooms. Go, got those. Next place.
USS_Gray_Ghost. Said. Fun fact, ancient Rome had ball bearings.
I do know that. A lot of people find that hard to believe, but a lot of people are fucking stupid.
USS_Gray_Ghost. Said. Do you know how we discovered that?
That part I do not know. I want that anvil. My base. Like they're building a building here. Oh, my face isn't familiar. You know what else isn't familiar? Mother's ass.
USS_Gray_Ghost. Said. They were found on Caligula's Lake Nemi pleasure ships that were recovered in the 1930s by order of Mussolini and put in a museum. Sadly, the ships were burned most likely by a Nazi army unit later in the war when they were retreating or protecting themselves from the bombing raid.
That sucks. I know a lot about history, but there are things I'm just not knowledgeable on. That one is not. I didn't know what ever happened to them or how they were discovered. I just knew that they were.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. One of the ships was so big that ships of that size would not be seen again until the mid-late 1400s.
Yeah, I do know that a lot of the Roman ships were absolutely massive. A lot bigger than history depicts. I do know that. Everyone really never understands just how far ahead the Romans were on a lot of things. Very, very few people ever actually understand that.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. The larger ship was 240 feet in length, with a beam of 79 feet. The other ship was 230 feet long, with a beam width of 66 feet.
That no one really ever thinks about just how far ahead Romans were on a lot of things.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. They never were ocean-going ships though, because Lake Nemi is the old Roman cistern.
Yeah. Make a fair point there. Hell, you could make an ocean-going ship and still have it sink. The ocean was brutal. Still is brutal, to be honest. There isn't no was to it. Alright, nothing else worthwhile in here.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Lake Nemi ship ball bearings, found on Emperor Caligula's 1st century AD pleasure barges, discovered 1928 to 1932, are early examples of thrust bearings, likely used for rotating statues or heavy cranes. These bronze bearings, featuring revolving balls held in wooden frames, reveal Roman engineering advancements thought to be invented later, with surviving artifacts now stored in the Nemi Museum.
I need a shop that I haven't been to yet. Doors open, I probably meant to have a goose. It's one of our bit too shit. There's that few shops in this place? I haven't bought from you yet. Buy all of my miscellaneous stuff that I don't want.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. I did an entire research poster on them and even used their excavation for a math paper because I did the formulas for how long it took to drain the lake and how much water was pumped up per day on average.
Damn. What you're saying is you're smarter than me. Alright, well, fair play. I think that's all of the shops. This town didn't have a lot of them. What is building out here? That. I sold my anvil. Oh, that's
USS_Gray_Ghost said. No, it took me a while because I had to redo those math formulas quite a few times because they didn't have to drain the whole thing, plus they had assistance from the fact it was an ancient Roman cistern, meaning it had its own drainage system as well. Plus they have to stop a few times.
Yeah, I sold my fucking coal or my thing there. I had to buy it back, and now I'm just trying to get my money back out of them. If I could just kill them to get it, I would. Without a second of hesitation. Can't break that in one tap. Break that. Money. My axe isn't one tapping stuff anymore. This is next best. Go outside, dig up some dirt, make them buy my dirt. Can't remember how much I needed though now. We'll need like 100, huh? Oh, man. You know, it is hard to believe that I've been doing this for, haven't missed a day or anything for over a year now. We get down to nitty gritty. I've been doing this a long time. I guess I have a little bit to show for it though. Really not a lot, but better than nothing. Let's go to the next place. I didn't get much there, like I was hoping to get. Get a new repair table though. Repair efficiency 300%. 200%. Alright, yeah. That'll help, I guess. Like iron tools and stuff. My other thing got repaired either way with just one. I can go into the scrap table now. Look at that. Statues. Lockpick. Stuff. Plants and stuff. Resin. Stuff. Cooked meal on me. Breads. More cooked meals on me. Wood. Yeah, some arrows and some weapons. Let's view already. Oh, it's one of the steamer airship vaults. I don't care about that. I saw one of them islands with the easy to do places that had a lot of crystals. Our flows. Perfect. I want to break in like right here, actually. Arrows. Uh, so slow. My crystal.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. While Lake Nami is not big, it's also not small. Shockingly, they only had to drain enough water to get down 60 feet to find both ships.
Good.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. 6/10 crystals.
So we've got 2, and that breaks down. That's 3.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. 8/10. USS_Gray_Ghost said. 1 more. USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. Then only need skulls if you get high enough. Are you gonna go to that island with a huge ass boat?
Oh, we left that boat behind.
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. All of the crystals.
Never seen a gold chalice. But yeah, that's
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. I was hoping you'd go back to look at it cause that looked interesting.
Oh, it did look interesting. I just don't. I literally do not know where it is. We didn't put a marker on it, nothing. So I can't really go back. I don't even have a direction to go. Because I've turned so many times, I don't know where I was facing. So it's not a matter of not trying. I literally do not know a way to go about getting back there. I like these towers. They're quick, they're easy, there's a lot of resources.
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. What skill is next on your list to get next level?
Wait, there's still enemies above me? There's enemies over here. Next on my list to get is... I would like to get down here. No, not quick attack combos. Not advanced weapons. Stun duration and health.
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. Any good engineering skills?
No, there are not. Engineering skills are still in development. There's only these ones up here.
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. Is athlete any good? It looks like it would be.
It's only if I'm sprinting. I don't sprint that often. You don't sprint in combat very often either. If it was for like swinging or something, yeah, but only if I'm sprinting. Doesn't do a lot.
USS underscore gray underscore ghost said. Oh, I thought it would just give you a base boost your walking and running speed.
The bear over there, there's something over here. Oh, it's these things. vault key to get in. Fours. I want the statue. Oh, there's some down here. Let's go get into our boat. Why, hello there. Didn't see that. I need to check on the very top of these for loot more often. That is a waste of inventory. There's 3 kinds of potion here, so I need 3 spots. Oh, my back. See that before. I'll pay closer attention to the top of those from now on.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Only need a few more skulls for height upgrade.
Put all of these away. Put away my statues. Put away my skulls and steamer parts. That needs to be scrap. Go to these, that. I'm just gonna keep those for me. Wood, stone, metal ores, dust crystals. Red rope over here. We got some candles, those need to go to sell. We got a potion that didn't stack. Nails over here. On pick. Fix my hammer. I don't know why it's still got the combat music on, but it is getting aggravating.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. If I forget next major refit for all ships on the China campaign, I think I'm going to switch to triple mains.
Alright. I'll try to remember it. No promises. Man, I gotta go fucking pee. But then I gotta stop what I'm doing. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. On the battleship, the cruiser already has them.
I had to pee, sorry. Oh, look at that, it doesn't pause. That.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "You need more stone for your things right side."
Yeah, I do need more stone. There's a pyramid down there. I'm going to that instead. There's 2 dungeons on that place. Fucking pyramid? Yeah, so. Wrong side. All this steamer scrap I'll be able to do something cool with. Like make 100 pairs of gloves to try and get a better item. Watch this place be another fucking vault.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "What is that steamer item you want?" USS_Gray_Ghost said, "But can't get."
All the other, the ones I want is the steamer vault key. But the reason why I like steamer islands is I want to get the other
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "That crafter thing."
I would love to have a crafter too, yes. I would love to have one on my boat. Am I gonna have to jump in there? They do attack fast when they get on there. No, I did not have to jump in. Door right here. scrap here at least. It does get kind of hard to see it sometimes.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Note, the fabricator itself cannot be picked up and installed on your boat, but you can find them in the world to craft advanced boat upgrades or items like the glider.
I don't have a glider yet. I don't have a recipe to make a glider yet either. Yeah, like I said, I wish I could have gotten it. I kind of figured I couldn't pick it up. I'm mostly just looking for recipes.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. You need the blueprints to make one, and you can only make one at the fabricator.
Yep, I figured the blueprint would probably be here. Not at this place specifically. I figured the blueprint for it would probably be at steamer places.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Steamer vault key, right?
I would love, yes. Is there a steamer vault key? Where can I get one of those? Are they even in the game or what?
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Steamer vault keys in Everwind are primarily obtained by looting containers within steamer islands, which are purple-tinted islands with large metal structures. For a faster, guaranteed approach, players can locate specific, rare spaceship crash sites to find the keys inside. Using loot luck potions significantly increases your chances of finding keys while exploring these areas.
I don't have any loot luck potions. But, yeah, we haven't had any luck finding any.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. To obtain the glider recipe in Everwind, you must find a glider blueprint holograph located inside locked steamer vaults, typically found at large plane crash sites on high-altitude islands. You will need a steamer vault key to open these, which are found in containers on steamer islands.
Yeah, so I just haven't had any luck finding a steamer vault key.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. So to get the glider you will need a steamer key.
Yep, which can be found in these things that I'm looting. Just haven't found the fucking thing to it. Wood copper. I'd like to make more of those too. Yes, that just means I haven't had any luck. I've looted a lot of things at these places.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. I wonder if that large ship was one of the planes they were talking about.
Maybe. How do I get a combo? I don't know what combo is. Finisher for melee weapons at the end of quick attack combos. Scrapping box. That honestly ain't bad, not good enough.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Alternative location, dungeons. Keys can sometimes be found in chests within Mortimer Lord dungeons. Look for laboratory or research rooms containing cybernetic equipment and blueprints.
Alright. How many skulls do we have?
USS_Gray_Ghost said. That might help you a bit.
It might.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Look for specific structures. The keys are often found in steamer towns, which include hangars and tall towers. Avoid wasting keys. You can sometimes see the reward through the window before opening the vault.
I can see that there's dust in there. Appears to be a pretty big island. Looks like there's 2 dungeons on it. Maybe 3. There's a top, and then a bottom.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. You know that giant crane you saw that looks like it might be a steamer town?
Well, I did loot that one, so... Find our way into the castle. Throne.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Crashed ships look similar to arrowheads, it looks like.
Oh, then yeah, I've been to a couple of them.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Crashed ships, these are large, dark, symmetrical rusted ships frequently containing glider blueprints. USS_Gray_Ghost said. Keep in mind these are from quick searches on Google.
Yep. Yep, stairs that way, so let's go check the other way.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Steamer town characteristics. Users on Reddit note that while they resemble a town, they are more commonly identified as huge, broken metal structures and buildings with green roofs on specific islands.
Alright. He hardly seemed worth it. No. Well, let's go to the next floor then. Damn it. Yeah, that fast attack thing is useless to me. A waste of a skill point is what it was. Alright, you guys are cool. I'll get in there in a minute.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Steamer towns/villages, often found on islands at roughly 400 to 500 elevation. Other players have reported finding them and steamer ships on normal islands and floating islands within the 300 to 600 range. Crashed steamer ships, these are usually found in forest biomes between 0 to 1000 elevation, often featuring wooden scaffolding. USS_Gray_Ghost said. If you are looking for specific steamer loot, focus on inspecting islands around the 400 to 500 mark.
I was thinking that. was my giblets.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "That might definitely help your search."
Yeah. Means I can go down to try and find that stuff. It's 400 to 500. Damn it. Damn it. Why can't I ever get his fucking blocks right? Damn it. One second he can't reach me, and the next he can. Definitely a little confused about that guy. And what his actual attack range is. No, nothing really.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "How many more skulls do you need for the upgrade?"
I have no idea. I don't have an accurate count on me at all times.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, "It seems like you need to do the parry right as they start the swing."
Yeah, I figured it out finally. Yeah, I was doing it a little early. Hey, I figured it out though, that's the important thing. I'm gonna put the crushing rune on my hammer, or it's a high stun chance, probably a good idea. Hammer almost broke. Maybe I will do what you said the other day, Gray, and reduce it to where I only have to max out my weapon to be able to use the next tier. Because I'd love to use a different weapon, like maybe a
USS_Gray_Ghost said, 9 minutes.
Oh yeah, I won't get both of these dungeons done today. I'll get this one, but we're gonna have to pick up that one and then the underground. I think there's, like I said, I think there's 3 dungeons here. Yeah, there's 3 dungeons on this place. There's this building, there's that one, that's the towers I usually do, and then there's an underground dungeon. There's 3 of them here. I can get this one, and I might do the tower too, just because the tower is really quick to do. Like, we've done them towers a bunch, they're really quick to do. But I'm not gonna get the underground done. That's gonna be too much walking around.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, Can't hurt to check how many more skulls you need before you end.
I think I had, what, 28 in my chest. I've got 7. I needed 55. So I'm still a ways away.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Something like that, I think.
It ain't a perfect count, but I know it's a close count. Problem is, these are a different skull that I'm picking up. They're miners. Those aren't used for the upgrades. Avoided grabbing all the miscellaneous stuff I usually grab.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Doesn't matter what shape the skull is, or does it just need skulls?
It needs a specific skull. If it didn't, I would have it already. I'm out of stamina. I'm out of stamina. Yeah, it can't, it's gotta be this skull. It can't be this, can't be that. If it wasn't a specific skull, I really would have been done already and had the next upgrade. Alright, now that we know this place is cleaned out, we'll work our way back down from top to bottom. Go to
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Coins. USS_Gray_Ghost said. You got them.
What don't I need? I don't need a piece of grass. I need the crystals. I don't need dirt.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Time to make a glass cockpit, LOL.
No, I refuse. I will make the Hindenburg before I do that. That's half joke and half not, because I have thought about making the Hindenburg. None of this stuff despawns, so I can come back in here and get it here in a minute. That's why I said we're gonna go over a little bit just for me to empty this place. Don't know why the music is stuck. Alright, those are a waste of time to break. We don't get anything out of them.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Sadly, you don't have hydrogen in this game, nor do you have gas bags or an aluminum frame.
I can make an iron frame. No, I don't have a lot of stuff needed to make a Hindenburg. I can make something that looks similar, but it won't function similar, nor will explode violently. Had the Hindenburg disaster not happened, there's a very real probability that we would be flying around in airships rather than airplanes. Even Boeing had designs for them. And they were nice. Go and look up some of the blueprints. They were nice. They were basically a cruise ship in the sky.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. I'm not so sure because airships cannot carry as many people as most modern passenger jets.
Then you have not seen the thing I'm talking about. I believe it was Boeing who had the design, and it was a very large airship, like cruise ship large, and it fit a cruise ship amount of people.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. Even if they don't need runways, they're also more treacherous in storms.
Ain't no more treacherous than a normal ocean liner on a storm. Shouldn't be much worse than a normal ocean liner, no matter how I think about it. I'm gonna get a bunch of these fire pits, and I'm thinking about trying to figure out a way to use them on the boat that wouldn't look stupid. I prefer to have lanterns. Fuck me on that, I guess. And there's documentaries about it too. Feature-length ones made by companies and ones made by just random people on like YouTube.
USS_Gray_Ghost said. And be cooler to have the steamer lights, but drill not implemented.
It would be, yeah. That's kind of what I wanted. Yeah, there were a lot of designs by a lot of companies for an airship. Just one disaster kind of put that whole thing in the ground. But yeah, despite what you might think, we were a lot closer to having airships than airplanes. We would have still had planes, don't get me wrong there.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, Spruce Goose Airliners LOL.
Yeah, let's go with that one. I don't know, I've always been a fan of Zeppelins.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, it flew, even if only once, so it could be done with its sheer size.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the Spruce Goose is one of the projects I wanted to see continue and flourish just most of my life. And obviously it was before my time. But I mean, like, the more I read about it, the more I found out about it.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, sadly, there was no Zeppelin on Zeppelin combat. However, there was Zeppelin capturing enemy cargo ships action.
I don't think we need two of these running. Alright, let me go put away a bunch of this stuff. We'll go back in there, pick up all the shit I broke, then we'll call it there. I was gonna try and go do the other one too, but
USS_Gray_Ghost said, could check the skull's number.
I will check the skull's number as soon as I put them in here. Man, 35, I was close. I was close. Got a skull on my hot bar. I don't have any chests on me here.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, only what 15 more needed.
It was either 50 or 55. I'll check that too here in a second. Scrap all this shit so it ain't going in here anyways. Box, picks and keys, weapons, glass, nails. Everything that's left on my person is getting scrapped. Ah! Damn. Here, stone, fiber, ore, red rope, fur. Alright, let's go pick up everything we knocked down in here. I left the dummies. Oh yeah, those can't be scrapped, that's why I left them. I had to think for a minute. Oh, I left the room though, as soon as you walk in. Fall absorption potion, huh? Fuck that butterfly. Go grab the stuff off the next floor now that I left. Left a brazier there. Got some steamer stuff we can get next time too. That was dumb. That was dumb. I don't know why I just kept trying to get closer to it. It was dumb. No ifs, ands, or buts about that one. I showed my peak decision making and intelligence there. Pretty sure these could be scrapped. I'm almost sure. Pick that up from below already. Still got inventory space. You know, this might be the way to do these if I am going to empty these places out. Go and do everything and make a second trip for all the other shit. Alright, we don't need some dirt, and I know we got some on us. Dirt we don't need. Those don't stack, so we don't need those. Recipes we really don't need. Don't have any more recipes on us. That I want to make sure we don't grab any of them. Recipe is a gigantic waste of time. Sticks we don't need. I think we got everything off the top. Alright. How are you doing, Mr. Scrappy? Great, he says. Try and get through the things I'm not sure it will scrap first. So I can make sure it doesn't need scrapple. We'll scrap a candle. What does it scrap a candle into? That. No, that makes sense. It also means that candles are not a cell. Scrap. I don't think I had them in there though. No, I had them in there. What about a book?
USS_Gray_Ghost said, I would have thought beeswax.
No. We made candles out of tallow.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, for scrapping candles.
I know, but I'm saying we've made, in my family, we've made candles out of tallow, animal fat. More of a primitive candle. It has a smell when you burn it. But, what we did.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, yes, they can be made out of that, but they also have been made out of beeswax than they.
I guess when I think of like a homemade candle, beeswax is something that your average guy is not going to get a hold of as easily. Whereas making a candle out of tallow is very easy. Hardest part
USS_Gray_Ghost said, and when I think candles, my mind defaults beeswax, at least older ones.
My mind defaults to well, as you figured out, my mind defaults to tallow. I don't know. Maybe that's something to do with German Dunkard heritage. I don't know. I really don't. No idea. I make stone fire pits. Oh, so the tripod, I should scrap those though.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, I'm more related to the Pennsylvania Dutch.
I'm more related to German Dunkard. Although a lot of that's fallen out in our family.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, and people from Ireland.
Oh, that's my mother's side of the family.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, I think the Pennsylvania Dutch are originally from Germany.
Oh no. When when my mama, my great grandmother, died, we basically all cut contact with each other. She was about the only person in the family that still did a lot of the old school things, like make candles out of tallow. You'd gift them to people and everything. Like she would make something for Thanksgiving or something, and bring like, oh, I made this ham, and here's some candles for everybody. It's all the extra fat. Just hand them out.
USS_Gray_Ghost said, I was partially right.
Oh, did you look it up?
USS_Gray_Ghost said, also referred to as Pennsylvania Germans, are an ethnic group in Pennsylvania in the United States, Ontario in Canada, and other regions of both nations. They largely originate from the Palatinate region of Germany, and settled in Pennsylvania during the 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries. While most were from the Palatinate region of Germany, USS_Gray_Ghost said, a lesser number were from other German-speaking areas of Germany and Europe, including Baden-Württemberg, Hesse, Saxony, and Rhineland in Germany, Switzerland, and the Alsace-Lorraine region of France.
I think my family is from, depending on which branch of the family you are, I think one half of the family is over by the Saxony area. And I want to say part of the family is related to some of the Rhineland area or something. I can't remember that. Gotta do the upgrade station. It gives me another crystal. Crystal. I've lost all touch with a lot of my heritage. Nobody talks to anybody anymore anyways. I guess I should end the YouTube video here. But I hope everyone has a good day, good night, and good life, and take it easy out there, y'all.